スト翻訳始まるよ。皆さんこんにちは、花です。今日、メダリスト第13話を見ています。今日、最終回なので、ちょっと悲しいです。でも、シーズン2が発表されました。イエーイ！本当に良かったです。皆さん、いつも見てくれてありがとうございます。グッドボタンとチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。If this is your first time at my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Hannah, and I am a competitive figure skater. I began skating over 20 years ago, and I coached for 10 of that, so I like to say I know a thing or two about skating. Today is the season finale of Medalist, and I'm definitely a little sad. It's been such a fun journey. I can't believe how quickly it went by. I feel like I was just starting out. I feel like I was just seeing the first talks of it, which was probably about a year ago. So to be here and to have this season ending is definitely a little bit bittersweet because it's been such a fun journey, but there's a lot of exciting stuff to come. I do leave for Japan in about 5 days, which is really insane. I also cannot believe that time is here, and I'm just so grateful to get to go that it's kind of insane. But I'm just really thankful. The journey that the show took me on really got me back in touch with my love for skating. It's given me the motivation to get back into it, and I'm really looking forward to what the next year has in store for me, and a lot of that is because of this show, and a lot of that is because of all of you. So not to be super sappy, but thank you so much to everyone who's been watching the series with me, crying alongside me, who's been getting excited for all of the little tidbits that I've been adding on. I hope you all have learned a lot about skating over the past 13 weeks. I really did want to make this series super educational but fun for you to watch, so I believe I did that, but I really hope that I did, because figure skating is a sport that just deserves so much more love and attention. I think it's one of the most beautiful sports, probably if not the most beautiful sport in the world, because it's both athletic but also beautiful. So I hope you all were able to find a new love for skating that maybe you didn't have before through this anime and through my reactions, and I hope from here on out there will be a lot more skating things for us to cover on this channel as well. Now, I can't get into this episode without mentioning the fact that the World Championships was this past weekend, and I am just so excited about the results. As someone who is American, I of course am a little bit biased towards my favorite US skaters, but I just want to shout out Alyssa Liu for taking home the first US women's gold medal at a World Championships since 2006. This was a huge moment. I think I teared up a little bit when I found out. I wasn't watching it live because I was at a wedding, but I am so happy for her, and Alyssa Liu is really the perfect embodiment of kind of what I'm probably gonna do. Obviously, I'm not going to show up and then just win the World Championships the year that I start, because I'm not at the level she's at, but she stopped skating. She full on retired, and then one day she realized that she missed it and that she loved it, and she decided to come back, and she stayed in that mindset the entire season. She's just been happy to be here. She doesn't care about the results. She doesn't care about the pressure. She's just been loving skating, and that led her to a gold medal at the World Championships. So I'm very excited for her. I'm a little bit sad for Kari Sakamoto. I know she really wanted that 4th title. That would have been huge for her, but I do think that her winning the silver medal here, first of all, is just incredible. She has an Olympic bronze medal. I think she has one other world medal before she started winning gold. I can't remember off the top of my head, but she has 3 titles, and I think this might be good for her heading into an Olympic season. Next year is the Olympics, and she won't be the reigning 4-time world champion going into it, which means some of the pressure will be taken off of her a little bit, I think, and she'll be able to show up and just do what she does best, and that is skate amazingly at a world or Olympic championship. So I'm very excited for her still. Coming up from 5th place to win the silver medal here was nothing to be sad about. I think that she really did her job. I'm very happy for her. I'm also very happy for Monet Chiba for winning the bronze medal. I'm a huge fan of both of them. I'm just a huge fan of the Japanese women. They're all just such gorgeous and beautiful skaters in their own way. So it was an amazing World Championships. It was just, looking back, a great World Championship. So I'm very happy. Oh, guys, I'm so sad. I can't believe this is the end already. If I wasn't leaving for Japan in 5 days, I would be, like, really sad. But at least I have that. I, like, don't want this to come. Aw. to start out with crying. It's fine. Last one. I wonder if we're gonna squeeze a competition into this final episode, or at least part of one, and that's the cliffhanger. I'm scared of a cliffhanger. Here we go. It does kind of seem like, yeah, we're getting ready for a competition. Oh, it's so pretty. She's the same Inori, but she's a lot happier. Oh, she has a test. That's right. Okay, we gotta do the test. Not a competition, the test. Oh, okay. Oh, this is big. I like that she said that because figure skating's, I was just thinking about this last night, that it's very different from a sport like baseball or soccer or like any sport where it's just a game and you're playing for a couple of hours. Figure skating, you practice, but you only have a few minutes and you only get one shot, especially if it's an event like the Olympics, which is something that sometimes skaters can only go to once because it's only every 4 years. It's just so much higher stakes, and that's why I say figure skating's so mental, because you don't get a redo. You don't get to like have a really, really bad time for a few minutes and then just have all this time to make up for that. You have your jumps, you have your spins in your program, you get a few minutes, and that 4 minutes could be what changes your life in a good way or a bad way. And it's like you're working so hard all this time, like you're practicing, but at the end of the day, if you can't do it on competition day, all that practice goes to waste. And when you're doing competitions like this, you do get a chance every year, or you have competitions, there's always the next one. But when you get to those high levels, and even then when you're doing those small competitions, it's like all that practice leads to that moment, and you only get one shot and you only get a few minutes to prove yourself. You take hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of training and getting ready for it, but then that's all you get. So I like that she brings that up. All right. It's crazy that she took her first one last year. She's about to take her 6th. As you say, there's like nobody there. You got it! Aw, she looks so cute. Her hair's long. We love a wholesome rivalry. Wow, they have a lot that they have to do. So in the US, when you're testing, now our testing structure is very different and our level structure is very different. So I can't like really speak to exactly how these work, but she has to do an element test first with the double axel. Then she has to do a short program test. Then she has to do a free skate test. That's a lot. So for here, when I was testing, we had the moves in the field test, which is no jumping. It is just a skating skills test, and then there's a free skate test, and you just go out there and you do a free skate program, and that's your test, and that's it. That's all that there is in order to pass. Most skaters also here, you don't have to do both tests on the same day. In fact, most of us don't. Like, I've gotten all the way to senior in moves of the field, but I only got to novice in free skate test, which novice is the 3rd highest one, and then senior is the highest. So that's very different, and that's a lot. I don't envy them having to do that, but that That could be why they're kind of known in Japan to have better skating skills and a little bit better at competing than we are here. Maybe because there's more pressure just from their day to day, which I don't know if that's good, but it makes them probably better competitors at the end of the day. So an element, a short program, and a free skate all in one day, that's a lot. If I had to do more than one test in one day, I was like, ugh. He's so much happier now. It's so cute. He's so funny. I love Tsukasa. I love Tsukasa so much. You've gotten used to the nerves. You've changed, Inori. You've grown so much. Nice. Good double axel. It's crazy. I think Tsukasa's more nervous now. It's so true though. I was always more nervous watching my skaters when I was a coach than when I competed myself, because there's a level of you can't control it the way you can control your own skating. Like, don't get me wrong. When I compete, I get nervous. And that's the one thing, like, thinking about getting back into it, I'm like, oh, do I want to put myself through that stress again? I'm gonna embody Alyssa Liu, and I'm just going to not worry about that. I'm literally coming back to skating because I love it. And that's it. And I love competing. The nervous part, not my favorite part. When I was coaching though, oh my gosh. And it was so hard because you had to be the one who was like calming your skater down because they're nervous. And I'm like inside going, because it's just, and I get nervous in any situation, not just when I was coaching and I was watching my own skaters go out there, which that's probably the highest level of nerves because you're so invested in that skater because they are your student and it is quite literally your job to equip them properly to go out there and skate their best. You're invested in them so much. You're invested in their lives, you know. Being a coach it's not just like teaching them how to skate. You're invested in all aspects of their life usually. So, but I'm also very nervous watching my friends compete, watching my favorite skaters compete. I'm always like shaking and like, but I would say when I was a coach, that's when I was the most nervous, and it was the most difficult because I had to be calm for my skaters who were nervous, especially because I was coaching young skaters. Oh, that was the hardest part, being like, yeah, you're doing great. And inside I'm like, okay. Gosh, this is such a long day. This is insane. Oh, her short program is too. The one from when she did prelim. Wow, she really is the main character. She's getting those main character upgrades. Triple sow, double toe. Good double loop. Tsukasa wears his heart on his sleeve. It's so cute. Come on, Neo, you can do it! Ganbare! You can do this. Every skater has thoughts like that right before they start. I always try to take all of those thoughts of fear and doubt and change it with just, you can do this, you can do this, you are capable, you can do this. Just be that over and over in my head, even for tests, because they're nerve-wracking in a very different way. Come on, Rio. Yay! I think it's partially the music and the montage. That kind of stuff always gets me. But Rio just looks so happy. I should have grabbed tissues. I don't know where they are. Where are the freaking tissues? I don't have any.
振り出しに戻ることなんて一つもない。このテストの後、俺たちにあるのは全身だけだ。自信を持って。
Free skates are long and hard. They're grueling. And you miss any of them when you test. You can do this. Tsukasa, me too. I don't even know what to say. You did it, Inori. You absolutely passed that. Both of you. This is the most nerve-wracking part, too, is waiting to see if you passed or not. You passed. What about Rio, though? I wanted to see his free skate, too. But there's only so much time. Yay. I have more recording to do today. I should have done this one last. Let's see if we got an end credit scene. Oh my gosh, I need to get my thoughts together. Let me get some tissues. Oh, this was a bad idea to not bring tissues beforehand. How did I was like, I'm definitely probably gonna cry during this. Gonna have to redo my makeup. Now, wow. I love anime. Alright, end credit scene. Is this where the cliffhanger is gonna be? I am very excited to learn more about all these other athletes that we've been slowly introduced to. That's it. Now we wait for the next season. Oh, man. I did not expect... I mean, okay, I did. I did expect the show to get to me. As soon as it started and I understood what the story was about and like a young skater who... Okay. I think I managed to say most of my makeup. I'll just have to retouch after this. Alright, y'all, that was the season finale of Medalist. I don't know what to say. I know I didn't even pause it that much. I hope I just conveyed what I was feeling towards everyone. I might try and break down Inori's skate once I can, like, get myself together and do one more breakdown from that episode. But I don't really know what to say. That was... the way they did the montage and just her saying sayonara to like her past self that really struggled to find a place. The music and the skating and just touches your heart a little bit more when you can connect on a certain level. I'm a mess. The show now holds a very special place in my heart for so many reasons, but I don't know what to say, really. I'm still in shock that they have to do so much in one day for a test. That's insane. Doing moves in the field and a free skate in one day was tiring and nerve-wracking as heck. I can't imagine they first have to do the jump, or I guess it's just one jump that they have to do, and they then have to do a short program and a free skate all in one day for a test. And testing is a different kind of nerves, that's for sure. There's even less of a feeling of you get another try, because test sessions usually, at least here, only come every couple of months, and you don't want to like fail them. You just, if you're gonna take the test, it means that you want to pass. So that's a lot in one day. Holy moly! But they were amazing. Rio being so happy, that really got me. Inori is hard for me to relate to because she's gotten so good so quickly. You know, it's like that never happened to me, and that doesn't happen to many. It does happen. It's not like it's entirely impossible. It's just not common to be able to land a double axel and a triple within a year of really starting to be like competitive. I don't know exactly how long she really skated until the beginning of the story, but Inori's a little bit harder to relate to, but then at the same time, like, we're invested in her because she's the main character. But then Rio has a story that I can relate to, so seeing him just go through the character development of being so like cynical and just kind of mean to being really, really happy because he just learned a lot of different life lessons, and Tsukasa just kind of forced him into it. Which, by the way, I think people were confused. I called Tsukasa the Tanjiro effect. So here in the States, we have something called the Tanjiro effect. And what that is in Demon Slayer, Tanjiro is a character that pretty much, there's at least 5 characters off the top of my head that I can think of where once he met them and started talking to them, they changed. They became like a better person, or they became happier. Like, it starts with kind of like Kanao in the first season, you know, like she won't even talk, and all he does is come over and talk to her and flip her coin for her, and then she's changed and she's learning how to speak her mind and think with her heart. And then there's Giyu, who he just followed around for who knows how many days. I think it's mentioned it in the manga, I don't remember off the top of my head, and just was his happy-go-lucky self. And eventually, like, he finally was able to get through to him, and Giyu became happier. He was able to realize what was going on in his head. And there's other characters. So the Tanjiro effect is just, he kind of has this presence where he meets people and they become different and better people just because they're around him. Tsukasa is kind of the same way. Like, he just is so good of a person that it seems like everyone who comes in contact with him changes for the better. So that's the Tanjiro effect. Now also the Tsukasa effect, if that helps you understand what that means.
それでは今日出てきた英単語を振り返ってみましょう。
height
この単語は物理的な高さや人の身長を意味する名詞です。また、比喩的に絶頂や最高点といった意味でも使われることがあります。日常会話では身長を表すときによく使われますが、建物や山の高さ、感情や状況のピークを表す場面にも使われます。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
The mountain reaches a height of over 3,000 meters.
その山は高さ3,000メートルを超える。
He's self-conscious about his height.
彼は自分の身長を気にしている。祈りはあまり身長が変わっていませんでしたが、ヒカルちゃんは身長が高くなっていましたね。 体格が変わってきているということなので、これからヒカルちゃんはジャンプが飛べなくなるという伏線なのでしょうか。気になるので早く2期来てください。
Compete.
この単語は、勝利や優位を目指して競争する、争うという意味の動詞です。スポーツ、ビジネス、学業、恋愛など様々な分野での競い合いを表します。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
Athletes from all over the world compete in the Olympics.
世界中の選手たちがオリンピックで競い合う。
Two companies are competing for the top spot in the market.
2つの企業が市場のトップの座を争っている。この動画シリーズで何度も出てきた単語ですが、意味としては基礎の他にも大会に出るなどの意味として使われてたりします。また、形容詞のコンペティティブは大会に出て活躍できるぐらいの実力を持ったという意味で使われていました。文脈でもこれだけ意味が違うんですね。
Predecessor.
この単語は、現在の人や物の前に存在していたものや人、つまり前任者、先代、旧型などを指します。ビジネス、政治、テクノロジーなどでよく使われます。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
The new president made some changes that differed from his predecessor's policies.
新しい社長は前任者の方針とは異なる変更を言った。
This smartphone is more powerful than its predecessor.
このスマートフォンは前のモデルより高性能だ。フィギュアスケートも先代が技術を培ってきたからこそ、今があるんですよね。そのうち4回転どころか5回転ぐらいする選手とかも出てきちゃったりするんでしょうか。それはそれで、体の負担がすごそうで大変ですね。
Venture out.
この表現は、安全ではない場所や不安な状況に思い切って出ていく、冒険的に外出するという意味です。天気が悪い時、夜遅い時間、人混みなど、少しリスクを感じる状況でよく使われます。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
Despite the storm, she ventured out to buy groceries.
嵐にもかかわらず、彼女は食料品を買いに思い切って出かけた。
He rarely ventures out of his comfort zone.
彼はめったに自分の快適な領域から出ようとしない。先ほども色々と意味を説明しましたが、アニメ本編では冒険的に外出する、つまり新たな領域を開拓するというようなニュアンスでこの表現が使われていました。皆さんも思い切って外出してみよう。
Gratitude.
この単語は誰かに対して感謝の気持ちを表す名詞です。丁寧でフォーマルな印象を持ち、心からの感謝を表現するときに使われます。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
She expressed her gratitude to everyone who supported her.
彼女は支えてくれたすべての人に感謝の気持ちを表した。
I want to show my gratitude for your kindness.
あなたの親切に感謝を伝えたい。リオくんのお父さんは司先生に息子の指導でお世話になったので、めちゃくちゃ頭を下げて感謝の意を伝えていましたね。というか、初登場の時に比べたらリオくんはすごく素直になりましたよね。生意気なガキなんて言ってごめん。いや、それはそれでやっぱ許せねえわ。
Worthy.
この単語は、何かにふさわしい、する価値のあるという意味の形容詞です。賞賛、努力、信頼などに値する人物や行動を指すときに使われます。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
She is a worthy candidate for the scholarship.
彼女はその奨学金にふさわしい候補者だ。
That's a worthy goal to pursue.
それは追い求める価値のある目標だ。祈りは自尊心が低く、何にしても自分には価値がないというような思い込みがありましたが、フィギュアスケートを通じて自分に自信をつけたみたいでした。何か一つでも得意なことがあると、不思議と自信を持てますよね。
Tremble?
この単語は恐怖、寒さ、緊張、感動などによって体が震える状態を表します。また、物が小刻みに揺れることにも使われます。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
He began to tremble with fear when he heard the noise.
その音を聞いたとき、彼は恐怖で震え始めた。
Her hands trembled as she opened the letter.
彼女はその手紙を開くとき、手が震えていた。以前バッジテストを受けたときは、祈りは緊張からか手が震えていましたが、今回は自信をつけた聖歌手が震えていませんでしたね。ちなみに緊張してるときは手のひらに人の文字を書いて飲み込むといいらしいですが、私の経験上あまり効果がありませんでした。
Envy.
この単語は、誰かの成功や持ち物を羨ましい、妬ましいと思う気持ちを表します。ポジティブにもネガティブにも使われますが、純粋な憧れから来る場合もあります。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
I envy your confidence when speaking in public.
人前で話す時のあなたの自信が羨ましい。
He was filled with envy when he saw his friend's new car.
彼は友達の新しい車を見て、妬ましさでいっぱいになった。今回のバッジテストではエレメンツやショートとフリーの審査まで全てを1日でやっていましたが、それはアメリカでは行われないらしく、さすがにそれは羨ましくないという文脈でこの単語が使われていましたね。現実でもそうなんですかね。有識者の方、ご教授お願いします。
Pessimistic.
この単語は物事を悪い方向に考えがちな悲観的な性格や見方を表す形容詞です。未来や結果に対してあまり希望を持てない考え方を表します。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
He's always pessimistic about the future.
彼はいつも将来について悲観的だ。
Don't be so pessimistic. Things might turn out better than you expect.
そんなに悲観的にならないで。思っているよりうまくいくかもしれないよ。祈りはフィギュアスケートを始める前は何に対しても悲観的でしたが、今は逆に明るい未来に対して希望を持てる明るい子供になれましたね。皆さんもネガティブよりもポジティブに生きていきましょう。
Precise.
この単語は情報や動作、説明などが非常に正確である、的確でブレがないことを意味します。科学的な分野や細かい作業、論理的な説明などでよく使われます。こちらがその英単語を使った例文です。
We need precise measurements for this experiment.
この実験には正確な測定が必要だ。
She gave a precise explanation that cleared up all the confusion.
彼女はすべての混乱を解消する的確な説明をした。フィギュアスケートはジャンプやスピンなど技の正確性が求められる競技ですね。リオくんも技の正確性が上がるにつれて性格も良くなっていきました。なんつって。はい。すいませんでした。